we want to have a test drive video of this fantastic 1952 Bentley Mark VI. It's a Park Ward drop head coupe. I think it's one of the sexiest bodies on the period Bentleys. It's so curvaceous, very, very sexy. And the lines are reminiscent for me of French bodied cars, like Frenay's, for example. This particular car has been in the United States. It originated in the UK, and we have documented ownership from day one. With the either copies or the original of the registration cards, the UK registration cards. By the way, I love this. The file on this car is literally an easy foot high. It's the entirety of the restoration. I mean, we have bills of sale that go back into the 70s, and actually maybe even earlier than that. Anyhow, so the history on this car is excellent. The present owner, oh, and by the way, so it's been stateside since the 70s, and the owner that brought it over to the States acquired just hordes of original Rolls-Royce Bentley parts. We have all the invoices for them, and those parts were saved for the restoration. So the restoration done on this was used just, I mean, hundreds of Rolls-Royce and Bentley original parts acquired from Rolls-Royce and Bentley. The color, I mean, Carrie, what do you think about the color of this car?
She is so fresh and clean and handsome. Like the light wood is such a nice contrast with the blue, right? But what do you call this color combination?
Yes, it's a light blue metallic and silver, and in fact, those were the original color combinations. So this was really completely restored back to its original style and color combination.
I really like the inlay too in the wood.
Oh yeah, I think it just sets it off,
just
doesn't it?
artistic and gorgeous.
Yeah. So this wood isn't as much about the burl as it is the contrasting inlay bands. Very, very handsome. The owner for the last 32 years is the gentleman who restored it. He's won lots of national Rolls-Royce and Bentley awards, including the best self-mechanical restoration, since he did a lot of the work himself. Just a wonderful, wonderful man. And again, he's the one that has really preserved the history file on this. By the way, I love the sunburst door panels. I'm not sure during the test drive. Well, I guess you're picking it up pretty well.
Yeah,
but
you can see it.
I love the sunburst. I've actually never had a car that had the sunburst, but I've always admired it. Again, to me, it's very French. So in the 30 years or 32 years that Mike has owned this car, he has shown, well, first it took him, I believe, about a little over 10 years before he really finished the restoration. I'm sure he had life going on at the same time. And he's put about 20,000 miles on the car since he completed the restoration. And so many of those were driving to Rolls-Royce Honor Club annual meetings, where he would then compete in touring or concours classes, and always faring quite well. The last annual meeting from Lake George, just under 390 out of 400 points, if that gives you an indication. This is again after driving it to the meet.
That's
so
incredible.
Yeah, isn't that great? Yeah, no, I think it's fantastic.
I love it because a lot of the times most of the time I hear the stories firsthand from you, and there's some pretty amazing stories out there. That's crazy.
So if we haven't talked about it in this video, but these right-hand drive Rolls and Bentleys with the 4-speed manual transmissions to the right are just a joy to drive because the transmissions are crisp, they're short throw, and it just makes for a very, very pleasurable driving experience. And so with that, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the road.
Thank you.